University Challenge Qualification Second Quarter-Final Durham University vs Imperial College London. Thank you for watching. Making video is time-consuming and hard work. Kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button so as to encourage us to make the videos you like. Thank you and happy watching. Durham narrowly lost to fellow quarterfinals Trinity in the first round, but rebounded with wins over York and Southampton, and their first quarterfinal was a 195-110 win over Jesus. They were unchanged from those prior matches. Charles Bland from Sutton in Surrey, studying philosophy. William Tams from Kirkby Stephen in Cumbria, studying biosciences. Captain Joe Cooper from London, studying chemistry. Arthur Raffle from Manchester, studying French and German. Imperial College London strolled to the quarterfinals with victories over Brasenose of Oxford and St John's of Oxford, and had a similarly easy run in their first match against Courtauld, running home 240-75 winners. They were also unchanged from before. Richard Brooks from Stockton-on-Tees, studying mechanical engineering. Brandon from Jamaica, Queens in New York City, studying computing. Captain Caleb Rich from Lewisham, studying controlled quantum dynamics. Connor McNeil from Dublin, studying computer science.
Okay, you all know the rules, so fingers on buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Elias of Durham, a steward of Archbishop Stephen Langton, was charged with distributing copies of what major constitutional document? Extant copies are held by the cathedrals of Lincoln.
Durham Tams.
Magna Carta.
Magna Carta is correct. These bonuses are on exploration, Durham. Firstly, which English explorer led the 1845 expedition to find the Northwest Passage that resulted in his death and the loss of every member of the crew?
Is that Franklin? It's too late for Hudson, isn't it?
Franklin, then.
So I guess it's John Franklin. Go Franklin.
Franklin.
Sir John Franklin is correct. Which of the ships that Franklin took on his final expedition shares its name with the personification of darkness, the son of chaos in Greek mythology?
Nyx. It's the personification of night, N-Y-X.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the son of chaos too.
Yeah.
Nyx.
No, it's Erebus. And finally, in a work apparently believed by some students to be haunted, what mammals appear among human remains in Landseer's painting, Man Proposes, God Disposes, based on the imagined fate of Franklin's expedition?
They're polar bears. I think I've seen the pictures.
Polar bears?
Yeah.
Polar bears?
They're polar bears indeed. You can see it at Royal Holloway College in London. 10 points for this. What two-word term does the Oxford Companion to English Literature define as loosely a group of writers, predominantly Scottish, whose work displays a comfortable familiarity with 1990s youth culture, music, fashion, nightclubs and drugs? The authors Alan Warner and Irvine Welsh are cited as leaders of this group. No one want to buzz? It's the chemical generation. 10 points for this starter question. I need the name of a chemical element here. The two-letter symbol of which chemical element begins words meaning or naming the subject of Virgil's Georgics, universal unconditional
Imperial
love?
Brendan.
Silver.
Silver is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time are on historical events, Imperial. In each case, name any of the 3 consecutive years in which the following occurred. Firstly, the Michelson-Morley experiment discredited the theory of ether. Germany saw the Year of the Three Emperors, and Jerome K. Jerome's 3 Men in a Boat was first published.
So anything... Yes, absolutely.
Nominate Brooks.
1888.
That's correct, yes. The others are 1887 and 1889. Secondly, Millikan and Fletcher measured the charge of an electron with their oil drop experiment. The Union of South Africa was created, and Lascelles Abercrombie became the first of the Dimmock poets in Gloucestershire.
It should be 09, 10, 11. So any one of those. 19s, yeah.
1909.
1909, 1910 and 1911, that's correct. The Stern-Gerlach experiment in Frankfurt demonstrated the existence of particle spin, and the UK saw both the first Wembley FA Cup final and the publication of E.M. Forster's A Passage to India?
22, 23, 24, 19.
1922.
23 and 24 is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. Born in 1856, which prominent figure was nominated 32 times without success for the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine? In 1936, the Nobel laureate Romain Rolland nominated him for the Literature Prize as the author of works such as Totem and Taboo.
Imperial Rich.
Freud.
Freud is correct, yes. Your second bonuses are on totalitarianism, Imperial. In a 1992 work, which fellow Irishman's writings did Conor Cruise O'Brien describe as the first great act of intellectual resistance to the first great experiment in totalitarian innovation?
Wait, what's the time frame?
I mean, the quote was in 1992, but it could have been earlier. Do you have anything?
I'll go Joyce.
Joyce.
No, it wasn't. It was Burke, his reflections on the revolution in France. Secondly, in a 1951 study of totalitarianism, which German-born philosopher wrote, "Without it, we might never have known the truly radical nature of evil"?
Arendt.
Arendt is correct, yes. And in a 1946 essay, finally, who wrote, "Every line of serious work that I have written since 1936 has been written directly or indirectly against totalitarianism"?
Orwell.
George Orwell is correct, yes. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see the end rhymes of a short poem. However, they've been collated into pairs and listed in the order in which the first word of each pair appears. For 10 points, name the author.
Durham Raffle.
Shakespeare.
It is indeed "Let me not to the marriages through minds," etc., etc. Following on from Sonnet 116, for your picture bonuses, I want you to identify 3 more poems from the collated rhymes. Again, I just need the name of the poet. Firstly, the author of this 1877 work.
Is it Gerard Manley Hopkins? Gerard Manley Hopkins.
It is indeed The Windhover. Secondly, a work of 1794.
1794.
That's not I Love with Hamlin, is it? It's not Downing.
Too early.
Guess something.
Wordsworth.
Wordsworth.
No, it's William Blake, I Wander Through Each Chartered Street. And finally, a work of 1850.
Christina Rossetti. I know it's
Elizabeth Barrett. Yeah. Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
Correct, yes. How do I lovely let me count the ways. Right, 10 points for this. Which island nation's name originates from a period of Dutch control from 1598 during the 18th century? It was known as Ile-de-France and reverted to its present name after capture by Britain in 1810. Until 1965, the Chagos Archipelago...
Imperial Brendan.
Mauritius.
Mauritius is correct, yes. These bonuses are on Japan in the 19th century. In the 1850s and 60s, what title did overseas diplomats use to refer to the military ruler of Japan, or shogun? The word in question is used in English to mean a wealthy and powerful person in business.
Tycoon.
Tycoon is correct. After the fall of the shogunate, the Han, or feudal domains, were abolished and replaced by administrative subdivisions known as ken. How are these known in English?
Prefectures.
Prefectures.
Correct. And finally, what short English word is used of the bicameral parliament established in Japan in 1889? The same word is used of the Reichstag of the Holy Roman Empire.
Diet.
Diet is correct. 10 points for this. What term was coined by William Whewell almost 50 years after James Hutton initially proposed the idea to denote the principle that Earth's geologic processes acted in the same manner and with the same intensity in the past as they do...
Imperial Brendan.
Your bonuses are on works cited as examples of historiographic metafiction by the Canadian literary theorist Linda Hutcheon. In each case, listen to the description and name both the novel and its author. Firstly, a novel set in the mid-19th century. Its characters include Charles Smithson, Ernestina Freeman, and the title figure, Sarah Woodruff.
That's The French Lieutenant's Woman.
Author.
Oh, so John Fowles.
Nominate Brandon.
Fowles.
The title, please.
The French Lieutenant's Woman.
Yeah, you've got it. Secondly, a 1975 work that begins in New York in 1902. Its single-word title is the name of a musical genre of that period.
Yeah, this is, oh, what is it, 1975? Oh.
It was set in 1902.
I would have thought Jazz by Toni Morrison, but it's a little later. Yeah, we can try it.
Jazz, Toni Morrison.
Yeah.
Jazz, Toni Morrison.
No, it's Ragtime by E.L. Doktorov.
I didn't know the name. It's fine.
And finally, a multi-generational story of the Buendia family in the fictional town of Macondo.
Nominate McNeil. 100 Years of Solitude by Garcia Marquez.
Correct. 10 points for this. Pretentious quotations being the surest road to tedium, give the surname of the author who made that assertion in the 1926 work Modern English Usage.
Durham Bland.
Fowler.
Fowler is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on the irrational number called the golden ratio or golden mean. Firstly, with a value roughly equal to 1.618, the golden mean can be written as the ratio of the length of one diagonal to that of one side of which regular polygon?
It's a rectangle, regular polygon. It's 75. Yeah, there's 1 plus root 5, I think. So a pentagon, I'm going to go for.
I think.
Yeah. Pentagon?
Pentagon is correct, yes. The golden ratio can be expressed as 1 plus root 5 all divided by 2, or as a continued fraction with all the numerators equal to what value?
I think it's 1, I think. I think it's 1 plus.
Yeah, he's 1 and 1.
1 over 1, 1 over. I think.
1?
1 is correct. In 1948, which designer and architect published the modular, a system of human proportions based around the golden ratio?
It's on the balance. Try. It's Mies van der Rohe.
So I nominate you.
Yeah, go on.
Nominate Raffle?
Mies van der Rohe.
No, it's Le Corbusier. 10 points for this. What surname links the first Prime Minister of Guyana, the US author of the Managerial Revolution, and the former Minister of Health, who in 2017 became Mayor of Greater Manchester?
Durham Raffle.
Burnham.
Burnham is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses this time, Durham, are on places that lie on or close to a straight line connecting the Spanish resorts of Torremolinos and Magaluf. In each case, name the place from the description. Firstly, the mountain range that is the location of Mulhacén, the highest point on the Iberian Peninsula.
Is it?
It's not Pyrenees, isn't it? So,
Was it the
La Mancha?
Sierra Nevada?
Sierra Nevada?
Or
Is it
the
Sierra-
Picos de Europa?
Sierra
Up
Nevada.
north.
Is Sierra- I thought
Yeah,
it-
Sierra.
Sierra Nevada?
Sierra Nevada is correct.
Yes.
Secondly, a major city on the river Segura, about 80 kilometres southwest of Alicante.
Is it?
or is it a city? No.
I don't know.
Cordoba.
Cordoba?
Yeah, just guess that. I'll say that or something.
Cordoba?
No, it's Murcia. And finally, a coastal resort northeast of Alicante. The screenwriter Darren Little used it as the setting of a television series first broadcast in 2007.
Benidorm.
Benidorm is correct. Originated from the Greek for discover, what term is applied to a technique or aid for learning, discovery, or problem?
Imperial Rich.
Heuristic.
Heuristic is correct, yes. These bonuses are on winners of the Nobel Peace Prize. In each case, name the laureate from the description. Firstly, the Iranian recipient of the 2003 prize. She was cited for her efforts for democracy and human rights, especially the rights of women and children.
Nominate Brandon.
Ebadi.
Ebadi is correct, yes. Secondly, the Yemeni recipient of the 2011 prize, cited for her non-violent struggle for the safety of women and for women's rights.
Nominate Brandon.
Carmoon.
Carmen is correct. And finally, the recipient of the 2014 prize. She was cited for her struggle for the right of all children to education.
Malala.
Malala is correct. 10 points for this. Rearranging the letters of the names of rivers that flow through Turin and Novosibirsk gives the surname of which enduring cartoon character?
Durham Raffle.
Noddy.
Nope. You lose 5 points. Who first appeared in the 1930s?
Imperial Brooks.
Nora.
No, it's Boop, as in Betty Boop. 10 points for this. In behavioural biology, what term derives from the Greek meaning to convey and denotes a chemical substance released into the environment by some animals?
Mr Tams.
Pheromone.
Pheromone is correct, yes. You get 3 bonuses on Italian intellectuals in the 18th century. Firstly, Elements of Public Economy and Crimes and Punishment are among the works of which Milanese economist and criminologist born in 1738?
No idea. No.
Pass.
That's Cesare Beccaria. Works on the discipline of metaphysics and universal Christian theology are among the publications of which philosopher and economist born 1713?
Don't have a clue.
No idea.
No idea.
Malebranche. I don't know.
Got that.
Malebranche.
No, they're by Genovese. And finally, the new science in 1725 was the magnum opus of which Neapolitan philosopher?
I don't know these are.
I don't know.
Not a clue. Pass.
No. Just pass it.
Pass.
That was Vico. 10 points for this. What 2-word Latin name is sometimes given to the English Parliament of 1679? The term in question refers to...
Imperial Brendan.
Habeas corpus.
Habeas corpus is correct. Your bonuses are on artists in legal entanglements, Imperial. Born in Thuringia in 1891, which expressionist artist was jailed in 1939 on the charge of plotting to kill Adolf Hitler? He was later released due to lack of evidence.
Ernst.
No, it was Otto Dix. Secondly, when Da Vinci's Mona Lisa was stolen from the Louvre in 1911, which artist, born in Malaga in 1881, was questioned by police as a suspect?
Picasso.
Yeah, he was Malaga, but...
Yeah. I mean,
When was
that
he
matches
born?
up. 1881.
Okay.
Picasso.
Picasso is correct. Depicting a female nude in red, what is the title of the painting which resulted in the renowned Indian artist M.F. Hussain being issued with a warrant for his arrest in 2006?
I don't know. I haven't heard of this.
Pass.
It's Mother India. We're going to take another picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a 20th century political leader. 10 points if you can identify him.
Mr Tams.
Tito.
Tito is correct, yes. Now, you'll remember, perhaps, that as president of Yugoslavia, perhaps you're probably too young to remember. You'll remember from your history lessons that as president of Yugoslavia, Tito was one of the chief architects of the non-aligned movement during the Cold War. Your picture bonuses are 3 more leaders who were founders of the movement. 5 points for each you can identify. Firstly...
Oh, is that Suharto or Sukarno? I think it's Suharto.
Suharto.
Go for that.
Suharto.
No, it's Sukarno.
The other one.
Secondly...
Oh, I don't know. It's an African leader. Is it
Kwame
Nkrumah?
Yeah.
Go for that. Kwame Nkrumah.
Kwame Nkrumah.
It is the president of Ghana. And finally...
That's not Hodger.
Oh, it's not Sadat, the one before him. Nasser. It's Nasser, I think.
NASA.
Yeah.
NASA.
It is the Egyptian president, yes. 10 points for this. Anomalisa and Synecdoche, New York are films directed or co-directed by which US screenwriter? He previously wrote Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless...
Imperial Brendan.
Kaufman.
Charlie Kaufman is correct, yes. These bonuses are on the European Space Agency's Mars Express mission. Mars Express was launched in 2003 from which spaceport in Kazakhstan? It was also the launch site for Sputnik 1 in 1957.
This might be the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
Nominate Brandon.
Yeah, the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
It is, yes. Secondly, Mars Express carried a British-designed lander named after which naval vessel launched in 1820 and used in scientific exploration?
Could be the Beagle.
Beagle? Yeah. Beagle?
Correct. Initially thought lost, Beagle 2 was located in 2015, some months after the death of which principal scientist on the mission?
What year is that?
2015.
I mean, what if this is just Hawking?
Come on.
Hawking?
No, it was Colin Pillinger. 10 points for this. 3 minutes to go. What are the names of the two moons of the solar system, also designated Jupiter 2 and Saturn 2? Both are large...
Imperial Brandon.
Callista and Rhea.
No. Lose 5 points. Both are large moons. Both have pale, highly reflective surfaces, and both have names beginning with the same vowel.
Durham Bland.
Europa and Eris.
No, it's Europa and Enceladus. Bad luck. 10 points for this. Coined by the British economist Joan Robinson in her 1933 book, The Economics of Imperfect Competition, what term is used to indicate a market situation in which there is only one buyer of a good or service?
Imperial Brandon.
Monopsony.
Monopsony is correct. You get a set of bonuses this time on German universities. Home to a university founded in 1737, Göttingen is about 90 kilometres south of Hanover. In which German state?
Lower Saxony. That's the capital. Yeah.
Is it still in there, or is it too far south?
I mean, Lower Saxony is like, so then it would be, it's either Lower Saxony or Wolfsburg.
I think it should be Lower Saxony.
Try it. It's Lower Saxony is English.
Lower Saxony.
Correct. Founded in 1527, the University of Marburg is roughly midway between Kassel and Frankfurt. In which German state?
Frankfurt's in Baden-Württemberg, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's another big one, and it's in the corner, isn't it?
No, it's
maybe I'm wrong.
just east of the Rhine.
Yeah.
So is it still in the Rhineland-Palatinate?
Come on.
That'd be west.
Or Hesse?
Try what you had. Yeah.
Baden-Württemberg?
No, it's Hesse.
Oh, sorry.
Founded in 1386, which German university is about 80 kilometres south of Frankfurt?
Well, you said it's in Hesse, right? So now we're going south. Now we're in Baden-Württemberg.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could try, huh?
Heidelberg?
Is Heidelberg?
Try it, yeah.
Heidelberg?
Heidelberg is correct. 10 points for this. Born in Dublin in 1814, which author's works include The House by the Churchyard and the 1872 collection of 5 stories, In a Glass Darkly?
Durham Bland.
Sheridan Lefnu.
Correct. You get 3 questions on films of 1969. Maggie Smith played the title character in which film? An adaptation of a 1961 novel by a Scottish-born author.
Pass.
That was the prime of Miss Jean Brodie. Which 1969 film by John Schlesinger won the Academy Award for Best Picture? Set largely in New York, it's based on a novel by James Leo Herlihy.
Breaking Away.
No, it's Midnight Cowboy. David Bradley, later known as Di Bradley, played Billy Casper in which 1969 film based on a novel by Barry Hines?
Pass.
It's Kes. 10 points for this. In molecular biology, what specific DNA sequence in the promoter region binds the general transcription factor TBF?
Imperial Brandon.
CAG.
Nope.
Durham Cooper.
CAT.
That's the Tata box. 10 points for this. First published in 1864, which novel contains chapters with the titles My Uncle Leidenbrock, Our First Dinner in Iceland, and Shot Out of a Volcano?
Imperial Brooks.
Journey to the Centre of the Earth.
Correct. Your bonuses are on perpendicular Gothic architecture. In each case, name the county in which the following noted churches are located. Firstly, Walpole St Peter, Walpole St Andrew, and Cromer. That, of course, is Norfolk. Durham, you're going to have to come back and play again, aren't you? We shall look forward to seeing you again. Thank you very much. Imperial, congratulations to you. You will take the second place in the semi-finals. Well done.
Thank you.
I hope you can join us next time for another quarter-final match. But until then, it's goodbye from Durham University.
Bye-bye.
It's goodbye from Imperial College London.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.
We have come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Making video is time-consuming and hard work. Kindly click the subscribe button and click the like button so as to encourage us to make the videos you like. Thank you. And have a good day.